exhale. Nice work. Coming from that plank position here, walking those hands back. Aligning those feet, hip bones here, crown of the head's dropping down. Inhale at that bottom line, push those fingers up, lengthen through that back. Inhale, exhale, fold forward. Then start to stack up. Hips come square, rib cage stacked directly above. Roll those shoulders back and down. Inhale for a breath here, exhale, rolling through again. So coming down, walking it out into the plank. Inhale for a breath. Exhale, rotate it through to one side. Inhale. Exhale, bring it through to the other side. Bring it back to center, holding in that plank position. Bring that left leg forward, plant the right hand, engage in the core, so don't let yourself lean on that leg with that core. Bring that arm up, rotation through. Inhale for a breath here, exhale. Hand comes planting down. Drop that back knee down, come up into a low lunge hover. Inhale for a breath, exhale, twist and rotate. Inhale, exhale, bring that hand back down. Step it back into the plank. Inhale for a breath, exhale. Bring it through to the other side, opening it up. Inhale for a breath, exhale. Hovering it back, coming into that low lunge, twisting it round to that leg. Inhale for a breath, exhale, come through to center. Hands come down, feet come back into that plank, pike it up, walk those hands back. Cat's jumped on. Inhale, exhale. Nice work. Stack it up, roll out in the shoulders. Couple more rotations. Chin comes to chest, curling it down. Walk it out. Find the plank first, so those shoulders over those wrists, that chest bones up and away. Rotate through the feet, engage in the core. Open up into that side plank. Inhale, exhale, bring the hand down. Rotate it over. Inhale, exhale. Bring it back down and through. Left foot comes forward. Stretch out with that back leg. Don't let that knee drop down. Push away with that heel. Open it up. Rotation through that middle spine. Inhale, exhale, bring it back down. Come into a low lunge hover. Back legs down. Inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale, come through center. Hands come down. Come back into that plank. Shoulders are over those wrists. Reset, chest bones tall. Bring that right foot through. Opening it up. Inhale for a breath. Exhale, push that heel back and away. Bring that hand down. Come up into that hover and that lunge. Inhale, exhale, rotate. Inhale, exhale, come through that center. Hands come down. Stepping it back into that plank. Shoulders are over those wrists. Lengthen through that crown. Push those heels away. Pike it up. Walk it back. Stacking it up. Vertebrae by vertebrae, hips are square, rib cage and crown of the head. One more. Inhale, exhale, take it down, walk it out, rotate it round, to the other side, left foot forward, open it up, inhale, exhale, bring it down, straight into that lunge, rotate it round, back to the plank. Make sure in that solid plank, shoulders over the wrists. Try not to hang back in here. Bring that leg through. Open it up. Bring it down. Straight into that lunge hover. Rotate it round. Back to that plank. Piking it up and walking it back. Crown of the head comes down. Inhale for a breath. Exhale, rolling it up. Roll out in the shoulders. Nice work. Walking it forward to the other end of your mat. You're going to come down through that roll down. So chin comes to the chest, ribs to hips connect. Control as you come down. Hands come down. Come down into a little squat. Step the hands back behind and then let yourself roll down. Lying down on the mat, lengthen out through the legs, relax through the shoulders, opening in those collarbones, that ribs to hips connect. Hip bones are nice and square. Keep those traps away from those ears. You're going to bring one leg up into the tabletop, placing the opposite hand on the knee, hand out to the side. Coming into an abdo prep here, so ribs to hips connect, shoulders come off, so lift up with the forehead but keep that distance in the chin. Hover with that bottom leg, push out through those toes. Inhale for a breath here, exhale, slowly transition across. Take that other leg out, push the toes away, keep that bottom leg hovering. Inhale for a breath, exhale, remember slow controlled pace today. Keep that shoulders up, ribs to hips connect, just watch. As your chin tucked forward, keep that forehead to the sky or to the ceiling. Lengthen it out, inhale, exhale, keep it going here. Nice and slow controlled movements. Push away with the toes, pulling in, swap it over. You've got 10. Nice control. See if you can get that leg down but not quite to the ground. Hover it out. Lengthen, extend. Make sure that forehead's up tall. Shift the shoulders up a little bit more. 4, 3. That's it. Nice work. 2. Last one. Keep those shoulders up. Bring those knees into that tabletop position. Bring those hands out to the side. So using your little pads and your fingers to support your neck here a little bit. Now you're going to extend one leg long, up and over with that shoulder. Take it back over. Lift that elbow to the sky or to your ceiling. So try not to let it come to the knee. Really lift and rotate. So try and get that shoulder blade off your mat. And then just cycle and transition the legs as we move through. Slow and control. 4, 3, 2, nice work. Last one on each side. Awesome stuff. Bring the knees in, hands come behind the thighs, spreading the legs a little. You're just going to bring yourself up and then rolling back into rolling like a ball. Take it up, lift up tall and down. Take it up, lifting up tall and down. 3, 2, last one. Sitting up tall here, drop those shoulders back and down. Keep that ribs to hips connection. Now if you're a bit tight in the hip flexors, you may just want to come into that seated position as you need to. Otherwise you're going to try and sit tall here, hovering in the legs. And you're going to take one leg up and bring it back down. Extend the other leg up, out into a slight V angle. Inhale, exhale. Extend the leg. Lift up out of that lower back, so try not to let yourself slump into that C position. Really activate through from pubic bone, hip bones to rib cage to really activate and control that movement here. Inhale, exhale. Shoulders are back and down. Chest is proud, but ribs to hips stay connected. You got 10, 9, 8. That's it, keep it going. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring the legs down, reset, come through, feet down, rolling like a ball again for 4, 3. Try and lift up out of that lower back when you come through the roll like a ball. Last one. Bring it through, lift it up, hovering in those feet. Otherwise you're down on the mat, you're going to stick to singles if that's too much in your lower back or too much in your hip flexors. Otherwise you're going to be here, out into V's and down for both feet. Out and in, really control. Pubic bone, hip bones. Pulling in together, that ribs to hips connection, shoulders are back and down. And if you want, you're going to be here for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, Awesome work. Now we're gonna just roll it back for a couple of little rollouts into that lumbar back. Last one. Nice work. Coming over onto your side, elbows down, ribs to hips connecting. Now you can either be up if you wish. If you're gonna be up, I want you really out of that shoulder joint, so try not to let that shoulder slump into this position. So lifting up in that sideways, beautiful angle, nice and long, shooting arrow out the top. If you struggle to hold that, you're going to bring yourself right down. So find where you're at, bending in the bottom leg, lift out long in that top leg, heels pressed away, ankle is flexed. And you're just going to come into a lift and lower. Lift and lower. Double check, are you out of that shoulder? Ribs to hips are connecting. So imagine you've got a candle with a live flame underneath that middle rib there to keep you lifted. Shoulders are back and down. Nice work. For 10. Keep that pelvis squared, hips squared to the front. 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex the ankle, point the toes away. You're going to come into circles, round and back. When you're coming into the circles, keeping that hip plane nice and squared, hips are forward, keep that lift out of that shoulder, that ribs to hips connect. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. Inhale, exhale, lifting up through that side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend in that leg, flex in the ankle. So you're aligning that leg directly above the bottom leg. You're going to come and lift. Ankle, knee, heel in line and down. Lift and lower. Lift up in that sideways. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice work. Keeping that bottom leg bent. And you're going to plant that top foot forward onto the mat. Now you're either going to stay here, but you're going to drop that hand up. You're going to sit up nice and tall. So if you caught our Instagram this morning, you're either down and just stretching through in that sideways, or you can extend the hand out a little bit further, keep that activation in that scapula and that shoulder. You're going to push up. Now this one's more about a lengthen and stretch as opposed to a solid working movement. Bring it back down. So really try and activate that lengthening through that sideways. Push it up and down. Pushing it up and down. 4, 5. 4, 3, 2 more. On that last one, really lengthen it out and hold for a breath. Inhale, exhale, push those fingers away, bring it back down. Awesome work. Swinging it round, setting up for that other side, and that side leg series. So bending in that bottom knee, finding that position, and one side you might find you can keep that upright shoulder position, and the other side you might find it's a bit weaker. So find where you're at, lengthen that leg out, heel, ankle is flexed. Lift up through that sideways, that candle's right there. If you slump down, you're going to cinch through the side. So lift and lower. Inhale, exhale, hips squared forward, ribs to hips connect. Lift and lower. You got 10, 9, 8, 4, 3, 2, last one there. Push away with the toes, coming into those circles. So double check it's coming out of the hip joint here. Hips are squared off to the front, that lift in that sideways, that ribs to hips connection, and that shoulder girdle, you're looking after it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and reverse. 8, 6 here. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, bend that knee in, Align it on top of the other leg. Ankle is flexed, knees flexed. Lift up through that side waist. Lifting the ankle in line with the knee, in line with the hip. Lift and lower. Ribs to hips connect. Control through that core. Making sure those hip bones are forward. Lifting up through that side waist. Awesome work. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one there. Bringing it down. Drop that foot forward, leaving that bottom leg where he is, but planting the foot down. You're going to bring up on the hand. Now you're either going to be here in that stretch across, or you're coming straight into the little side plank lift with stretch. Inhale, exhale, spring up, over, stretch it out, and back down. Inhale, exhale, and down. Nice work. You got 10. Make sure you lengthen through that side waist before you bring it back down. 9. Good work. 5 more. Core is on and active, hip bones are forward. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. 3 more. 2. Last one. Nice work. Awesome stuff. Now from there, we're going to roll it over. Then just lower yourselves down, face down onto your mat. Let the feet go long, ribs to hips connect. You're going to bring your hands, interlock the fingers, then just place your forehead on your hand. Drop those shoulders back and down. Then you're going to lift that navel up off the mat. Keep the glutes on, but try and relax through the legs. Keep the hands planted. Then we're just going to lift up through the shoulders, head and neck. So you want that crown of the head to be shooting away. You want your eye gaze to stay at your fingers. Inhale, exhale, keep those shoulders back and down, bring it back down. Inhale, lift through the navel, glutes are on, lifting it up. You got 5 here, nice, slow, controlled movements. Try and lift through the middle of the shoulder blades, chest bones off, but keep that crown of the head out long, eye gaze down. Lift the navel off the mat, keep that core activation all the way through. Last one here. When you bring that down now, pluck the arms out to T position out to the sides. Bring that crown of the head, forehead down. Inhale for a breath here. Lift that navel off, glutes active. Come up, press in your fingers and your palms. Push up with your shoulders, ribs to hips connect. Hip bones stay down on the mat. Keep that core active and long. Crown of the head looks away, but eye gaze stays down to the mat. And then bring it down. Inhale for a breath. Exhale, lift up through the back of that chest. Chest bones up. Ribs to hips connect. Lift the navel away from the mat, hip bones are connected, activate through the glutes and slowly back down. Inhale, exhale, pushing through the palms of the hands, shoulders are back and down, lifting up through the core. Inhale, exhale, keep that eye gaze down, keep that crown of the head pulling out long. Lift through the navel off the mat. 3 more here. 2. Glutes are on. Navel's off the mat. Last one here. Coming up, bringing it down. Hover here, keep the forehead off the mat. Extend right hand up long, left arm up long. Push away with the fingers. Now just slide back down to keep those shoulders in that control position. You're going to hover right leg off, left leg off. Navel's lifted off, glutes are on. Then you're going to come into a swimmer. If you want, you can come into a bit more of a back bend in that movement. And you've got 20. Inhale, exhale, breathing it through. Navel's off the mat, ribs to hips connect. Keep it going. 15 seconds here. Lengthen through the crown of the head, lift up through that chest a little bit more. Ribs to hips connect, keep that navel off your mat. You got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, hands come down. Pop your hands beside you, pushing up into the knees, walking the knees forward, sliding that left foot forward, tuck the toes under at the back, come up into a hover, spring from the back toe, forward, roll through, forward, roll through, for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one there, knee comes down, knee comes back, swap it over, lifting it up, spring it forward, roll it through. 4, 3, 2, last one there, knee comes down, coming back into the 4-point kneeling position, planting those hands directly underneath those shoulders. You're going to take your left hand now, keeping those hips square, shoulders square to your mat, lifting up in that navel. Hands up, elbow comes to the opposite wrist. Rotate. The eye gaze, try and get that chest open to the opposite side. Come up and through. Slow, control, for 5, 4. This is a nice one to leave you with if you've got to get back to your desk for the rest of your Friday. A little bit of an opener through that middle upper back. Last one. Hand comes down, swap it to that other side. Make sure your hips are squared, shoulders squared, elbow to wrist, open, open, open. Elbow to wrist, open. 4, 3, 2, last one here. Tucking those toes under, walking it back, coming into that roll up, crown of the head down first, and then stacking vertebrae by vertebrae. Hips come up, rib cage, shoulders lengthen up through that crown of the head. Taking a little wide stance. Take a deep breath in and blow away. Deep breath in and blow away. Awesome work for a beautiful Friday.